Hello, Purple Rosa here, and I'm continuing on in Blackwood with the last main quest, and I have to meet Sombrin and all that at the Temple of Debella here in Gideon after the successful battle at Fort Redmayne, where we killed Vandasius. And yeah, we saw Mehrunes Dagon in his full form, which was really cool. Because he's intimidating, but he looks cool. And Kalia's brother did die, sadly.
Well...
Hello? If you're looking for our guests, they're long gone.
What?
I know you. You brought those guests to our temple. Kalia and Sombrin and poor Destron. Everyone in town is talking about your deeds in Blackwood. You helped stop that traitorous Vendacia and his cult. Thank you for that.
But should have gone to find the last ambition. Fourth ambition, which we haven't found yet. So you said Sombrin and Kalia aren't here?
I did say that, didn't I? I suppose that even the charms of the Lady of Love can be too much for some folk. Not everyone can stand to bask in Debella's glory for too long at a time. But they were good people. I liked them all.
Do you know where Sombrin and Kalia went when they left the temple?
I heard them talking about a ruin north of Gideon. I know that particular place well. Let me mark its location on your map. When you can spare a moment, come back and enjoy one of our ceremonies. All should open their hearts to the secrets of love.
I just came by to... Hey, where are Kalia and Sombrin?
They've left. Ceremony of love, I think I'll pass on that.
I came by to find out what was keeping you in the ambitions. Where are they? What happened to Kalia and Sombrin?
The Dibella priest said Kalia and Sombrin headed to a ruin outside of Gideon.
A ruin? I wonder why they went there. Haven't those two had enough adventures after all they've been through? We should go find the ambitions or they'll miss the party. Did the priest say which ruin in particular?
She marked it on my map, said it was north of the city.
Lead on then. The party's going to start soon and we don't want to be late. I, for one, want to get a nice piece of cake. Or maybe a slice of pie? Oh, broken branches, I'll just have both.
I'll have a piece of cake. But yeah, a Dibella ceremony of love. It's probably an orgy. You never know with Dibella. So go to the ruin. Guess we'll go outside the city. Maybe they've gone to... I don't know. Send off Destron. Like, I know his body was obliterated, but maybe just do like a funeral type thing for him. Bet you that's what they're doing. Here it is. Oh, he's got the book.
How much longer, Sombrin? This place makes me feel uneasy.
Not long now. I'm almost... Oh, it seems we have company.
What are you doing?
I told Sombrin we should have talked to you before coming out here, but he was so insistent.
What's Sombrin doing? Why did he bring you out here?
He wanted to try something with the book, away from other people, just in case. Sombrin thinks my only chance is if we return to the Deadlands. The nature of the realm naturally draws off my power, making it easier to control.
The Deadlands, Mehrunes Dagon is sure to find you there.
Sombren doesn't think so. He says that's the last place they'd look for us. I'm still attuned to the realm from the trial in the Ashen Forest. Sombren believes he'll have enough time to teach me if I'm not in danger of imminently exploding.
That actually is a good place. Maybe it's best if they go there. Has your power gotten worse again?
Worse? I suppose that depends on your perspective. It has been growing in intensity again, back at the same level as when we first left the vault. Sombren is worried I don't have much time. That's why he's being so insistent.
Okay. Well, he knows best about this stuff.
All right, we found them. But why is Sombren holding the Mysterium whatchamacallit? He shouldn't be fooling around with that thing. You talk to them. I'll keep watch just in case.
Trust Sombren.
I'm actually glad you found us. I didn't want to leave without an explanation. But I'm afraid that Callie doesn't have a lot of time.
Sombren, what's going on?
Callie's power is recharging faster than I anticipated. It will soon reach the point where I won't be able to help her. Then she'll either release it and destroy everything around her, or it will consume her. Either way, people die, including Callia.
So what are you planning to do?
Use the Mysterium Xarxis to open a portal to the Deadlands? It's the only place I can think of where Callie will be safe. The realm naturally siphons off a portion of our power. That will give me time to teach Callia to control it on her own.
It's a good call. You can see the book has actual writing and diagrams on it. So, for the Deadlands, you'll be walking right into Mehrunes Dagon's realm.
It's a big place. Zaina taught me how to avoid notice there. And it's the last place Dagon's followers will think to look for us. As soon as Callia can control her power, we'll come back. I promise. Thank you, my friend, for everything.
Well, we both wish you luck. Guess we won't see them till the next DLC. It's a shame. Maybe they'll be more powerful, though.
I'll return the book when we come back, Evely.
Nah, you keep it. I think it was meant for you.
Bye. Stay safe. I hope we meet again. I really like Sombren. Carly is growing on me too. And yeah, it's a shame about her brother Destron. I hope we see them again.
Poor Callia. I hope Sombren's right and he can help her. But taking refuge in the Deadlands? That's like the sausage leaping out of the pan because it thinks the fire will be safer. As for me, I never want to visit the Deadlands again.
Yeah, but as Sombren said, it's the last place they'll think to look, and I agree with him. So how do you feel about Sombren taking your book with him?
Hey, it wasn't my book. I was just keeping it safe for... Well, as crazy as it sounds, I think I was meant to give it to Sombren. He certainly did more with it than I ever could. And I'm not about to miss the bad dreams and the waking visions.
So what do we do now?
We go to the party. It's taking place in the gardens behind the governor's mansion. To think, this all started because I was curious about a coded journal I found in Emperor Leovik's old retreat. We figured out the secret, and now we celebrate.
Not over yet, though.
I'll see you at the party. Last one there doesn't get any cake.
Hey! I want some cake. So yeah. Small win, but it's still a win. But yeah, I just hope Sombren and Kalia don't join Mehrunes Dagon. But I don't think they will, because they seem like good people. But yeah, there's still that fourth ambition we gotta find. Who I think, as I said in a previous video, the fourth ambition will be working with Mehrunes Dagon. Do you hope I'm wrong on
Did you
that?
hear about the battle at Fort Redmayne? The Blackfin Legion and the Ivory Brigade won the day.
Thanks to those mercenaries from Leowin that I told you about.
Yes, you are the smartest lizard in Gideon. But I heard Mehrunes Dagon actually appeared.
A Daedric prince? Here? Nonsense. But I do want to thank the mercenaries for helping Blackwood. Both the cute wood elf and her friend.
Hey! But me! But yeah. Do you hope I'm wrong in that the fourth ambition might actually end up helping us? But yeah, we still don't really know how this is going to end. Because Kalia and Sombrin and the fourth ambition, they still have all their power, which is still a problem because I think they're gonna die. End up dying.
That sounds delicious, assassin. You must leave me a copy of the recipe.
Ooh. So, before I talk to Keshu, let's see who's here. Oh, we got Councillor Leviticus.
I wanted you to know how appreciative I am of what you've done for us. Not only did you reveal Vandacia for the traitor he was, you took him down and saved Blackwood. Countess Cairo and the Chamber of Legates, thank you. You're always welcome here.
I'm glad you survived as well. So what are your plans for Leowin now, Councillor?
Plans? The same as they were before this trouble started. Work with Gideon to secure our borders and keep the war from impacting Blackwood directly. Make sure our communities stay safe and prosper. If not for you, none of that would even be possible.
I'm just here to help. Oh, you got Perseus Loke.
You're not wearing that dashing outfit I sold you? If today's celebration is not the perfect occasion to dress up, I don't know what is. Perhaps you should visit my shop again to freshen up your wardrobe, hmm?
Well, this is an alright outfit, but it didn't suit my character. I'm surprised you got invited to this affair.
Why? Shouldn't a leading Leowin business person attend a celebration for all of Blackwood? Besides, after I let word slip that you and Everly had patronized my shop, business has been booming. Everyone just has to know which outfit you selected.
Well, I'm glad we could raise your status in Leowin. I do like Perseus Loke. I wish we saw more of him. So we got Ysara.
Hello again. Thanks for helping me with such a difficult decision. But I think it's for the best, right? There are so many wonderful stories yet to spin. Look around us. I'm sure there must be some steamy goings-on to discover.
How are you faring now that Mathen is gone?
Oh, I'll be all right, eventually. Tragic love stories are the thing of legends, aren't they? I'll be sure to compose a gripping story about him. It will be a tale for the ages.
I like Ysara. And then we got Daluian.
You sow the seeds of prosperity wherever you tread, laborer. Zenithar smiles upon your work, as do we all.
That's right, we met him at the Zenithar Abbey. So how is your own work going?
Blessed as can be. The resolutions have regarded Gavos rightly, as living testament to the sanctity of pious labor. Of course, he's seen no rest since he left the Abbey. My fellow clerics seek his knowledge night and day.
And the Golden Anvil?
Resting where we left it, awaiting the faithful to come and clear away the rot consuming the Abbey. The Knights of Iron will soon launch a crusade against the vile beasts and goblins inhabiting the place.
Oh, good luck to you and Gavos.
Fortune shine upon you, blessed laborer. I will pray daily for your success.
I was glad I could help. Because yeah, the Zenithar Abbey was run down and overrun with beasts, but if they could clear it out and rebuild it, that would be great. got Six the Dark and Erithel.
Ooh, fancy party. Look at you making friends in all the high and low places. I bet a few of these folk have a plump pouch in their drawers.
So are you two here to steal something?
What? No! Well, maybe just the little snacks coming by on the trays, but that's what you do at parties, right? Six and I just wanted to check in on you. He says maintaining good contacts is important in the business. Plus, you know, free food.
Yeah, free food's always good. What happened to the relic you broke?
Six was afraid we'd get fleeced on the payment, but the old guy was totally fine with it being busted. He was relieved even. Said it's one less dangerous object in the world. Turns out he's got a vault full of cursed stuff. Weird thing to collect.
Who hired you? Reminds me of a quest in Elsewhere. There's this guy that was cursed and stuck in the same spot. And he mentioned working for someone. Could that be the same guy? Or just different people? Who knows? What's next for you two?
We'll be getting back to the guild with our dues. I'm sure after this job I'll be a fully fledged thief. Oops, full-fledged thief. Then Lady Twilight will make her debut for real. We should do another caper soon.
Yep, don't speak too loudly about that. I hope we see her again.
Try not to draw any unnecessary attention, would you? We already stick out like a sore thumb with Erithel gaping over the scenery.
What are you two doing here?
Trying to blend in. Badly. Just wanted to say farewell before we skip town. Figure we owe you that much after you salvaged that job for us.
Did things work out?
Surprisingly, yes. We got that hunk of junk to our buyer, and they were thrilled to take it off our hands, even in its busted condition. I expected a high elf collector to be more fussy. Things worked out for everybody but the painted eye.
So it's a high elf. But who is it? Where are you headed next?
Back to give the guild its cut and report on Erithel's progress. Or lack thereof. She did manage to show some improvement this time, but she's not ready to leave the nest. Plus, I don't hate anyone at the guild enough to inflict her on them.
She's not so bad. She grows on you. So, it's Captain Ryan?
It's good to see you, mercenary. Enjoy yourself at the party. You certainly earned it.
We all earned it. So, oh yeah, we got the Brigand, Dean Vera.
A pleasure to see you again. Many Brigadines, myself included, have been quite impressed with the stories we've heard of your exploits. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, given what you did for us at Hutanzel.
Glad I could help you from being killed. And sorry, it's Viria, not Vera.
Heroic friend, I am very glad to see you alive and well. It is a shame I could not fight in the fierce battle with you and lend you my incredible strength, but a great warrior such as yourself proved victorious anyway.
How are things in Hutanzel?
Tentative, like a newly formed river emerging from two springs, but it flows. The water is muddy, but will soon run fresh and clear, I am sure. Nahish Nurwal and Lieutenant Viria have been working hard to ensure that our peace lasts. Thanks to you.
Glad I could help.
It is good to see you again, and to learn that your heroism did not end with my friends and I. I must thank you again for what you did for us. Destroying the idol of Zulunat continues to have a lasting impact.
How are your friends? Have they recovered?
They are well. Thank you for asking. It will take time for all of us to recover from the horrible things we witnessed, but you gave us that chance. We will never forget that.
Well, stopping the Beast of Chaos, or whatever it was, by destroying that relic, saved a lot of lives. So they're just party attendees. Oh, there's Everly's brother.
What a great party! I must ask a favor, though. Please don't let my sister drink too much. She has no tolerance and gets tipsy rather easily. What am I saying? She gets drunk and it's rather amusing. Maybe it's better if you just let her indulge.
Well, I think I beat her here, so she gives me a piece of cake. There's alchemy.
The House of Reveries couldn't pass up attending such a lustrous affair, even if we aren't the main attraction. I always knew you were lead material. Bravo!
Thank you. So how are things going with your understudy?
Dreamer is a marvel to behold. Fantastic and dreadful at the same time. A true idiot savant. They almost killed themselves practicing pratfalls. Once informed that there is more technique than throwing themselves on their face, they learned quickly.
Guess you have your hands full, huh?
More than with most hopefuls, certainly. But there's nothing more rewarding than nurturing a burgeoning talent. Mark my words, Dream will be a star. I might find myself next in line for Grand Maestro when all is said and done.
Best of luck.
I think we both know that luck has little to do with it. May your talents lead you to your dreams as well.
Thanks. Yeah, she's got her hands full with Dreamer. Because they're a Daedra, the floating eyeball thing. I can't remember what they're called.
So this is what it's like to be part of an audience. It's much more cheerful than watching silently from the shadows. I especially like the clapping and cheering.
How has your transition been?
Oh, wonderful! All the players have welcomed me among the troupe as if I've always been a part of it. Some even invented some backstories for me that are way more interesting than anything I came up with.
So you are enjoying being an actor?
Yes, yes, yes! I've gotten to try out so many things since I became alchemy student. Like sticking a sword under my arm for a death scene and not stabbing myself in the chest. I'm not allowed to try sword swallowing yet, though.
Best of luck with your future roles.
Thank you for giving me a chance. I get to be anyone I want now, but most importantly, I get to be me. And don't worry, I am now totally aware that break a leg is merely a figurative expression.
You don't need to thank me. Even Daedra deserve a chance to prove themselves. So we got Tanari Vels.
It seems like you've been rather busy. I heard you would be here today, so I thought I'd stop by. I finally paid off my debt to Last Tull, thanks to you. I'm free. Never thought I'd be able to say that again.
Yeah, we met her in Bastion's quest. I'm glad you are free. So where will you go now, Tanari?
Home, I think. It turns out there were some wealthy people in Leowin willing to pay to keep their relatives' involvement with the cult of the Unmaker from coming to light. I made out like a bandit. Now I can pay off my family's debts, too.
Oh, I wish you luck. Assume she means going back to Morrowind. And we got Reverse.
Ah, greetings. I heard you're to blame for all this reckless frivolity. No great surprise there, eh? Well done. I'll try not to knock anything over or set anything on fire. No promises, though.
Any word from House Tavani about our adventures in Beyond?
Yes, as a matter of fact. Tyrus's letter was very well received in Tel Naga. The Magisters want to see the phantasmal censor at work. Can you believe that?
So you're heading back to Morrowind?
Yes. Well, no. Sort of. I'm giving the censor to Tyrus. All the pomp, plotting, and vanity among the Magisters. It's just not for me. I only made the censor to keep them off my back. This way, Tyrus gets what he wants, and I get some peace.
Back to your other pursuits then?
Indeed. I've got all sorts of ideas for a new book of overmancy. Eggs with smaller eggs inside. Brilliant, right? Just don't answer that.
Okay. Overmancy. Don't know how that will help, but keep doing what you do, Revis.
Honor to you and your house, Sarah. It's good to see you again.
What's the news from Tel Naga?
The news is favorable. My letter to the Magisters convinced them that the phantasmal censor is a worthy enterprise. I'm to carry on Revis's work. I believe my teacher is in good standing. For now.
So you really did have a change of heart?
The wise mage is the mage who can learn from their mistakes. I may not have underestimated Revis's skill, but I definitely underestimated his tenacity and faithfulness. I learned a great deal, and that is worth all the trauma.
Yeah, he was annoying at first. I really didn't like him, but yeah, he changed after his experience. So, Amalia Vassatol?
Everyone's been talking about the things you've done for Blackwood. I had no idea you'd been so busy. I find myself edified, enlightened, and exhilarated by the tale of your heroics. Phaelivon himself could not have done better.
Oh, that's right. We helped her. Where was it? Hang on. It was it Undertow Cavern? I think it was there. Finding the relics of her ancestor. So have you been able to bring Phaelivon's legend to light?
Yes, I have. The relics we recovered from Undertow Cavern turned out to be exactly the sort of proof I needed to convince other scholars that someone important had been entombed there. I am voracious, victorious, and vindicated.
Yeah, Undertow Cavern. And I'm glad that she could, because we did destroy his horn because it lured Minotaurs to it. So, who we got here? Ah, the winds.
I had no plans to leave my cavern where the magic of the eternal flow, but I had to see this little celebration for myself. It seems I made a wise decision. The drinks here taste more refined than Otumi Ra's bug water. Perhaps I may learn the recipe.
Glad you left your cave now, huh?
In a party with this many people, I find it quite simple to sneak extra drink unnoticed. A little misdirection, and someone's food vanishes from their plate. Just a little game I play with myself.
Free food.
It is time to feast and make merry. Where is the cake? Where is the drink? Point me to the games of strength. None of these dry-skinned beakos shall leave this party unchallenged.
Oh, this is going to be a fun party with him here. And we got Nuxel.
This party is exactly how I like them. Keshu the Blackfin really knows how to throw a celebration. Reminds me of the feasts that Otumi Ra throws. We might be up until the morning frogs sing.
He's got a frog in his hand. So what will you and the village of Stone Waste do now?
Well, after you left, we discussed moving on, but the winds convinced us to stay. We fought for our home. Leaving would hollow out our victory. So, the rebuilding has begun. Feel welcome to visit should the marsh breeze ever blow you in our direction.
I will do so. But yeah, he really can't hold his drink, because when we did his drinking challenge, he passed out. We got the Duke of Crows.
Featherless! What a wonderful celebration these wingless giants have thrown in our honor. We must fill the sky with our cries of victory! Shriek our accomplishments for all to hear! Shriek! Shriek!
Do we really need to? So what are you doing here, Duke?
Why so surprised? Where else would I be? It is impolite to not show up when the common folk hold a celebration in your honor. Is that not true among the featherless as well?
Actually, the celebration is for our victory at Fort Redmayne and the saving of Blackwood.
Blackwood? I was certain they said Black Feather. Well, a party's a party. You helped us in our time of need, so we will help you celebrate your victory too. It is the least we can do. The absolute least.
Well, still I'm glad you're here. So, oh, Stibbins!
Oh, a party was just what I needed to calm my nerves after what happened at the Zonmir. It's sort of refreshing to attend a function where I'm not the primary servant doting on the crowd.
So no lingering effects concerning the vorplasm or your duplicates?
No, unless you count these tiny balls of goo that keep following me around. Lady Laurent says she catches glimpses of other me's in the crowd, but I think that's just her nerves. She can be quite tense and irritable if she skips her afternoon tea.
They're still following you. How'd you, like, destroy them somehow? He doesn't look happy.
It's good to see you, friend. I wanted to make sure you knew how thankful I am for rescuing Stibbins from all that slime. Good help, well, mediocre help, is so hard to replace. Oh, and I heard you saved Blackwood. Congratulations on that.
So what's next for you?
Oh, I'm sure there'll be another adventure. And Stibbins goes where I go. I can't seem to get rid of him, no matter how hard I try. No, I jest. I wouldn't think of leaving him behind. Who else would carry all my packages? He's very good at that.
Yeah, and I doubt you'd be able to find anyone else who would help you as much as Stibbins does. Gotta talk to Ellum.
I suppose things worked out in the end, but let me offer a word of caution. Dragging the Brotherhood into this was risky. What you do in your spare time is your business, but assassins don't like the spotlight. We prefer lurking in the shadows.
It wasn't my fault that Vandasius tried to pin it on you, so don't blame me for that. So what's next for a master assassin?
You mean after helping you clean up this massive debacle? Oh, the usual, I guess. Try some more of the local cuisine. Collect my next contract. Complete my next contract. What can I say? I'm a creature of habit.
Just as long as I'm not on a contract, that's fine.
Welcome to the celebration, mercenary. There are many here who wish to thank you and share a drink or two. But where are Sombrin and Kalia? I expected you to bring them with you.
Sombrin took Kalia somewhere to teach her how to control her power where they won't endanger others.
Choosing exile to spare others from danger is a noble decision. I wish them well, even as I worry about Sombrin and Kalia out there on their own. Everyone else has gathered. Eat, drink, talk to your friends. In time, I shall address the crowd.
I think they'll be okay. I mean, Sombrin, because of his previous help from that Daedra, he knows his stuff. He'll help Kalia. So who should I talk to?
Anyone you like. They have all come to show you their appreciation. And do not leave too swiftly. I intend to boast of your accomplishments soon. I see Evely has arrived. Perhaps you should begin with her.
Yes. She owes me that piece of cake. Well, I've already talked to everyone, so...
So this is what it's like being the hero everyone looks up to? Most of the stories I've read end with a hero riding off into the sunset before anyone can properly thank them. But I feel like we ought to stay for just a little while, don't you?
Definitely. You're a famous adventurer now.
I don't know about that, but I certainly feel more experienced. And I have you to thank. Well, you and Captain Rian and Governor Keshu and poor Farrell Lupus. Can you believe this all started because I couldn't leave Emperor Leovic's secret alone?
Yeah, and we still need to find the fourth ambition.
That's right, I almost forgot. And we should be ready to help Sombrin and Kalia when they return. I don't believe that Mehrunes Dagon and his followers are just going to leave them alone. I really thought the ambitions were actual weapons, though.
Yeah, me too. Never thought they'd be people. You take care of yourself, Everly. I'll see you the next DLC, I guess.
Here, your share of the last of our compensation from Leowin. And a little something from me. I learned so much at your side. If you ever need any help, just send word and I'll come running. Oh look, I think Governor Keshu's ready to speak.
Yeah, you did really well. You know your stuff. So I got a shield skin. Too bad I don't use shields.
Welcome, people of Blackwood and honored friends. We have weathered a terrible storm, so now we celebrate. Many had a hand in this victory, including those who gave their lives for our cause. But I want to honor the two heroes beside me. Without them, all would have been lost. So stand tall and raise your cups to the sky. Remember those who fell and praise the deeds of those who lived. To victory!
To victory! Go! Finish the main quest!
We defeated the traitor Vandasia's plot and saved Blackwood, and we couldn't have accomplished any of that without the help of you and Evely. Hold your head high, friend. This day is yours.
Yeah, we worked as a team. So what's next for Blackwood, Governor?
We must continue to remain vigilant. As long as the war rages to the north, there is always a danger it will spill into our territory. Beyond that, I plan to continue the work I started. There is still so much to be done.
The work you started?
The work to build a place where Saxhleel and Dryskins can learn from each other in peace. Where all people can prosper while maintaining their own cultures. And I want to continue to study the ancient Argonians, to learn what they can teach us.
Yep, that's what she wants to make Gideon. It's a worthy endeavor, and I hope she succeeds. So what about your relationship with Leowin?
Leowin has stood with Gideon more times than I can count. We will continue to work together to keep Blackwood secure. Captain Rian and I were even discussing joint patrols. Imagine, brigadiers and legionnaires walking side by side. It's inspiring.
Indeed it is. Hope you both can work it out.
What an adventure this has been, right? I'm really building up a collection of stories.
So what's next for you, Everly Sharp Arrow, hero of Blackwood?
I think I'll stick around the area for a while. Visit with my brother, catch up with my cousins before they return to Valenwood. Maybe help round up any remaining cultists still hiding in the wilderness. After that, who knows?
Suppose there's still the ambitions to deal with.
I do hate leaving a story half-finished. One time I lost a book I was reading and it drove me crazy. But yes, at some point we should find the fourth ambition and make sure none of them wind up sacrificed to Mehrunes Dagon.
Yep, we've already lost one. We don't need to lose any more. Okay, so pretty much talked to everyone.
What?
I'll just see if Rian has anything more to say.
So, any chance I could talk you into enlisting in the Ivory Brigade? No? I didn't think so. I want to thank you for helping us with all this. I hate to imagine what would have become of Blackwood, if not for you and Evely. I'm in your debt.
Glad we could help. And I would join the Ivory Brigade, but I like to travel. Thanks for the offer, though. Oh, there's Laurent. Just popping out of nowhere.
It seems you have done well, little mortal. I hear you killed Mehrunes Dagon's high priest and stopped the planes from merging. I find you to be interesting. I will remember that the next time I require the assistance of a mortal agent.
The next time?
You must realize that the events surrounding Liv are secret, and the 4 ambitions have not yet reached their climax. When next Dagon and his followers emerge from the shadows, I will be waiting to see what they do. And then, I'll send for you.
I wonder why she's still invested in this. Because when last we spoke to her, she seemed disinterested. What do you hope to gain from this, Laurent? Power? To fill a vacuum? Who knows? Anyway, we finished Blackwood. I really...
What do you want?
Enjoyed the quest. Whose dog is this? So cute. I still have to do Miri and Bastion's other quests, but I have to get their report up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing the next story and DLC. I really hope that Sombra and Kalia can somehow give up their power without fulfilling Mehrunes Dagon's plan and they can survive. But who knows? Anyway, I'm going to end this one here. Thanks for watching.